So hi everyone. In last video we saw about how AI will replace your jobs, but not in a way you think uh, how it will replace your jobs, right? So, so continuing on that, in this video we will discuss about what you can do about your jobs and the lies you are being told about the job. And one more thing is why office politics exist. Okay, so yeah, this might seem like unrelated, but trust me, they are like related. So AI will cause lots of jobs, right? But they will say new jobs will be created. Yeah, for sure there will be some new jobs created, but the devil is in the details. Devil is in the details, right? In the numbers of jobs lost and number of jobs created. So let's say if AI cuts 100 jobs, so will it create 100 jobs again? Will it create the same number of jobs it replaces, or it, let's say, cuts? I don't think so, right? I think it is more like just 10 jobs will be created out of the 100 job cuts it makes possible. So out of 100, so if only 10 people can retrain and get these new jobs, okay, so what about the remaining rest of the 90 people? Yeah, they will have to be unemployed or underemployed, right? There is no choice. You can't afford to be unemployed for long, because you will have to have bills to pay and need to put food on the table, right? So people will have to choose underemployment. So like I used to work in the domain of machine design. I have done a bachelor's in mechanical engineering. So sometime last month I was watching a video about how AI will impact machine design jobs, right? That is the job, my job. How AI is going to impact my job. So in that YouTube video which I was watching, I'll link it in the description. The host said, and I will quote, okay, yes, AI will make the bottom 1/3 of the designers as jobless. The bottom 1/3 of the designers. So what you should do, you should make sure that you are not in that bottom 1/3 of the designers. Update yourself, learn more skills, and etc. And end quote. Right? That is what the host was telling in that video. Right? So for which I was like, what? I mean, what the hell? Whatever I do, whatever all other designers do, bottom 1/3 of the people will anyways lose. They are gonna lose their jobs. No matter how hard you try, how hard you learn your skills, that is just a brutal competition. No one wishes to be in the bottom, right? No, I don't want to be in the bottom. Nobody wants to be in the, nobody wants to be in the bottom and lose their job. Nobody wants to lose their job. I don't want to lose my job. So of course everyone will do their best. They will work hard as much as possible, right? So while everyone is working their ass off, even then only 2/3, right? Only 2/3 of the top performers will survive, and bottom 1/3 will always will anyways get fired. Right? It's easy to call the people at the bottom as like lazy, right? It's easy to call them lazy, but remember, even if they put in every second of their life, right, every possible effort, pour out a river of sweat from their hard work, bottom people, bottom one third will still get filtered out. They are going to be hammered out, right? Like you might have also felt sometimes, right? Even though you are working like very very hard, you are unable to survive and scrape by, right? Forget about thriving and getting ahead. You would even find it very difficult to survive even if you are working very very hard and you are giving your best. So why does that happen? It happens like because of the same thing, right? Only the top performers survive and the bottom will always get filtered out, irrespective of the amount of hard work they put in. Okay, so what will happen when technology advances even more, right? So now these one third of the bottom people have been fired, so the remaining are two thirds of the people are remaining. So let's say we get something more advanced than this AI. So same thing will play out again, right? So again bottom one third of the people will be fired and top two thirds will survive. So like look at the amount of jobs left as this keeps on repeating, right? The number of jobs go on to shrink. So yeah, more and more people keep on losing jobs. So even if you do come out on top, right? Let's say you don't come in the bottom and you do come out on top, but there are still always a ton of nepo babies out there, reducing your potential job opportunities. Like I'm saying this for a person who is trying to get a job, right? Not for those who already have a job and just want to not get fired, right? So even if you do all the hard work, you put in the skill, and even if you do come at the top, right? I was a topper in my class, not to boast about myself or anything like that. I'm just telling you that even though I was a topper, I really found it very hard to get a job. Now I know that the reason is nepotism, right? Okay, yeah. So no matter how much skills you learn, how many hours of efforts you put in, how many rupees you spend on quote updating yourself, right? There is always someone more brutal than you. That is he puts in more effort than you, and he has more money than you. That is, he spends more money than you, and he will put in more hours than you. Then for sure he will win. You will lose and he will surely win. So the competition is relative, right? It does not matter how many hours of effort you put in. What matters is how much you work hard with respect to someone else, right? That is the competition. You are competing with others. So yeah, for sure he will win if he puts in more effort and other stuff than you. Someone else will surely win. It just does not depend on your effort, right? It does not depend on your effort or your merit. It only depends on others compared to you, or a relative ranking, right? That is where you stand compared with others. That is why people pull you down in office politics, right? People keep pulling others down, they hold others legs and keep pulling down. So this is the reason, right? So what matters is how high others are relative to you. So if you go grab them, and if you manage to pull them, just so that you come out like slightly top, then you win, they lose. Okay, it doesn't matter, you need to like work faster than them, you just need to grab them, pull them down. That is why people do it, that is why office politics exists, right? Because it's the relative ranks that matter, not the like absolute ones. Whoever is most brutal, right? Whoever is most brutal in fact office politics, and also like the working hard stuff, right? Whoever is most brutal, whoever exploits himself and others most ruthlessly, he is gonna win, right? He is gonna win hands down. It is only matter of like how much you exploit yourself by putting in more effort, more hours, and you're going to spend more money on like updating yourself and so on. Like this becomes a rat race. This is a rat race. Like why do we even running this rat race? Just to continue in this rat race, right? And why? So that you could keep doing this again and again, so that you can keep on running this rat race. Right, you are doing all this to keep your job, to like hold on to your job, right? Not get fired. And even if you hold on to your job, it's just a rat race all over again, right? You just need to keep on running this race. So yeah, like what's the point of all this? Like, should you do this forever? Then will we come out of this like dog eats dog mentality? So yeah, this is gonna be the same even if like without AI, even if AI does not exist, whatever I told you, right? The office politics and the rat race, it's just gonna go on. Yeah, many people think that poor people are poor. Right? Poor people are poor because they are lazy, because they're like they're not hardworking, or they're not working hard enough. Right? Okay. Some people will also think that hard work is not enough. Smart work is also needed, and many other such reasons. Right? But what I personally think is those reasons not correct, right? No, like nobody wants to be poor, right? So everyone will work as hard as possible to them. How much it is possible to work hard, they will work hard. Everyone does, right? And they also work as people would say smart work. Poor people will also work as smart as possible to them, right? As I told, it is the system that keeps them poor, right? Irrespective of their like absolute hard work or absolute smart work, the system filters out the people at the bottom. So the system is what keeps them poor. It's not their individual hard work. Their individual hard work does not matter. This system is what is to be blamed. So it's like a pyramid, right? The top people will survive, and the bottom one will always keep getting filtered out, like a pyramid where the bottom like a pyramid where the bottom people keep on getting filtered out. So, and with every new technology like AI, right? So this pyramid is like getting more and more steeper because more and more people are getting filtered out at the bottom. So the pyramid is getting steeper by the day. So yeah, I know that's how it has always been under capitalism, right? But what this AI has done is AI doesn't take this thing to the next level, but it takes it to a whole another level, uh, like highly exacerbating the problem, right? Because of the amount of efficiency AI can provide. As I told, one person can do job of 10 people. So that is like a very high amount of efficiency. That is like 900% increase in efficiency, right? 9x. So 9x or 10x, yeah. So that is the high amount of efficiency AI can provide, thereby the high number of job losses it can create. Yeah. So that is the scale at which AI is going to disrupt everything. So what can we do about our jobs? So I think the fear is like not much, right? We can't do much about our jobs. That is the sad reality. We'll just have to be like unemployed. Unemployment is not an option in the long term, so we'll have to be underemployed. Sadly, you might have thought that I would give some magical answer to save your job, but I'm saying there's nothing could be done, and you'll have to accept your underemployment. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. So, like, either you put the grind and get a job, right? Uh, as I told you, you need to be very ruthless uh, and put the grind and get a job, and just continue grinding yourself so that you can keep the job and not get fired. Or that is one option, or the other option is you accept your unemployment and underemployment. So right, I think being underemployed or doing some part-time work is much better than grinding yourself over time, right, in a full-time job. So that is working long hours and working for long years, that is even past official working years, and the sheer amount of stress and effort it takes, right, that is just too much for me. That is just too much for me, and I think being underemployed or just doing some part-time work is enough. I don't want to put in the grind. Yeah, so that is what I am doing currently. Though I'm unemployed, I quit my job around 6 months ago. Yeah, around 6 months ago. So yeah, I will make a new video about my job experience. So do subscribe for that. And yeah, that's it. We are at the end of this video, and in the next video I will talk about even those who get the job, or even those who keep their job, they will still suffer. Yeah, like as I have told before, right? But I will talk about it like even more deeply in the next video. So thanks for watching and bye.